What up? If you ain't know it yet, I'm SDJ Malik. Welcome to the channel. Subscribe. If you haven't yet, press the subscribe button for me. Hook a brother up. I said in the last live stream I would talk about my experience with the first high school I've ever taught at, which was the high school I attended, graduated from. So I guess I'll start at the part where I started teaching there. My first time teaching there, first year, 2007 into the 2008 year. It's pretty much volunteer work, basically. I wasn't there full-time or anything like that, but every time I would go to the campus to help teach the line, you know, they tried to kick me out the campus and shit. I'm like, look, fools, I'm teaching the drum line. I'm helping out. And still I would get shit. Getting on the campus was difficult enough, and then I had to deal with the band teacher. She wouldn't help me out in a lot of those situations, you know. Getting a school ID would have helped that said staff or something, but I couldn't get that for whatever reason. But, you know, she was a bitch. Hey, guitarist. Cool. Anyways, that was one of the difficulties. And then another was the fact that I had just graduated, and students that I was teaching, you know, we was in the same drum line, so it didn't take me all that seriously. So that was another thing. And they kind of wanted to do their own thing away from me. So the first year there was pretty difficult, and I was like, damn, all right. Didn't get paid or nothing. It was just a rough year. But then the second year, 2008, 2009 school year, my old band teacher, he called me up. He hit me up and he was like, hey man, I'm looking for some instructors, you know. If you're interested, let me know. He wanted me to do the drum line, teach him. Basically meant I had to go back to Rosemont. But this time I was helping, you know, my old band teacher. Which he was cool as shit, so of course I would help him. And he had two other student assistants. At this point I was going to college part-time here and there, you know. And he had two other student assistants. One did color guard, you know, and another one was pretty much the band assistant. He would help him with marching, and he would help with the horn line. So we had a nice little staff, and the ideas and everything we was coming up with, everything was good. Four of us, we was all good. Everything was straight. Like, the band teacher would give me objectives and directions, what he wanted done. He would just relay that message to me, and then I would teach the students. And you know, this year, you know, the students is cool. The students is cool with me and everything. I got their respect. It was all good. But the problem was, originally he said we get $3 grand for the fall, and if we do like winter percussion, which is like the springtime. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'm down. $3 grand, that's no problem. And it's not full time or anything. It's like part time, or whenever we can get there to do it. So yeah, we signed paperwork and everything for it. We did that, and this is where the problem started. She's like head of the music department, so everything has to go through her basically. And she didn't like the idea of us getting paid to teach the band. Pretty much, she wasn't trying to pay us anything at all, and it was a big problem because, from my understanding, it was already approved, and then I guess she changed her mind when she found out who was teaching, I guess. I don't know. So it's already November going into December. It's almost like Christmas season. We still didn't get paid. We didn't get paid not one penny or anything. It's because she was holding it up. You know, that stupid old ass bitch was holding it all up. We wasn't getting paid, but we were already, you know, waist deep into teaching. You know, we can't just dip out on the band. I mean, then again, I could, but shit, fuck it. And keep in mind, the band director, he's like pissed off and everything. He's working at getting this shit, you know, for us, because that's not fair. And it got to the point where I guess the principal got involved and forced her to release our funds, like, or they would shut down the whole music department. Because you know, at the time I was young and I didn't know better or anything about law and business law or none of that stuff. Yeah, I didn't know anything about like lawsuits or anything like that, class actions, but they was throwing it around, and I'm like, well, shit, I don't know what to do or say. I just want, can we get paid something? And still it rolls into January, February, and by then we're already going into the winter guard season, which winter guard and winter percussion. We're already working on show music with the kids and everything, and we finished the music, we finished putting the show together. Now we're in March or so, or into March, somewhere around there, and we still didn't get paid. And this, at that point, I quit. I told them pretty much, like, you know, I spent what, from basically August, December, January, February, March, April, to April. Yeah, beginning of April, I left. 8 months. Supposed to get like 3 G's. I didn't get paid. To this day, I didn't get paid the $3,000. I did get paid, but $500 or $400 or so. So she was forced to pay, or whatever. She was forced to pay us all. And I guess because I quit, I got my check cut. I don't know. I don't know if the other two, I don't know how much the other two got paid, but that's all I got paid. Pretty much got cut. So I only got $400 or $500 for doing 8 months of that shit. And then on top, I originally got like $650 or something, but they taxed the shit out of it. I don't know. Maybe it was right. Who knows? But basically, the moral of the story, my first 2 years was shit. It sucked. I mean, it was fun doing the teaching and everything, but the administration side of it, dealing with music directors and all that stuff, it was not cool. With, like, as far as being a high school drumline instructor, I don't know how it is in other states or in other places, but to me, that shit is not a career. A lot of you guys tell me I need to teach high school drumlines or do this and that, and I'm like, fuck no, that shit is not cool. What they put you through, you do all this work, and they don't want to pay you or nothing. And no, don't get it twisted. It's not, I'm not saying I only do this for money, because if that was the case, I wouldn't be here right now. But I'm just saying it's the principle of it. And on top of that, she was a complete bitch. She was an asshole. So if she's watching this video, I say fuck you. You know? Yeah, I don't see high school, I don't see teaching drum lines as a suitable career or none of that shit. And on top of that, like any other high school, you have to have some college education, and they still don't pay you a lot. They pay minimum. You get a college education, well, I got an associate's arts degree before I did 2 more years of teaching out of high school, and I didn't get paid much of that either. I was getting paid minimum wage basically, but I mean, that was a different experience. Let me know if you guys want to hear about that experience. It didn't work. I was teaching at Rosemont High School, and they, just like when I was going to high school there, they treat me like shit, like I ain't nobody. It's pretty much you, kicked me in a ditch and kept it moving. I don't really deal with anything that has to do with Rosemont High School no more, and I don't want to. I pretty much look like a shadow, but that's it for the story. I pretty much got gypped first 2 years teaching there. Pretty much overall, teaching at a high school has been nothing but bad experiences for me. So don't recommend me doing it, because I won't do it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and I'll catch you in another video. Peace.